morning, Sagittarius. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your October 2023 general energy reading. I hope this reading finds you happy, well, and living in an attitude of gratitude. So here we go. I am Sagittarius Sun, Capricorn Moon, Aquarius Rising. If you know your moon and rising sign, I would humbly suggest that you find those videos and watch those as well. Try to put everything together as a conducive, helpful message for October. So I know that, I don't know about you other Sagittarians, but I have been on this releasing, letting go, healing mission, and it's been working out wonderfully. I've been having very personal conversations and with people, and not just very personal conversations, but very deep conversations, meaningful conversations, and honest conversations with people. So let's see what October holds for us Sagittarians, Sagittariuses. All right, so here we go. Sagittarius, October. All right, so we had strategy. That makes perfect sense. Door to value, equal perfect sense. And angel of strength. All right, so I kind of feel door to value isn't just about money, but it's also about putting yourself in the position of, I'm going to say a few things. 1, charging what you're worth. 2, not taking anything else than you know that you're worth. And 3, not allowing anyone to limit your worth or talk you into limiting your worth. If you have a business and you know your worth, you know what you put into doing what you do. If you're a candle maker, if you're a jewelry maker, if you are a tax adjuster, if you are someone who works from home and owns their own business, there will be people out there who will degrade you for charging what you charge because they are used to getting it free, or they are used to getting it at a discount. So what I want to say is if that you make something and you put it out there and you say, this is how much I charge, and somebody comes back at you with, well, I think that's, a little too high, or I think that's whatever, you owe no responsibility. You're under no obligation to break it down for someone. If they don't appreciate the value that you bring to their lives or to what you're creating, then fuck them. The strategy card is about you. I kind of feel strategizing on how to get to that point of really valuing yourself, on how to get really to that point of putting yourself on such a path to where you not only value yourself, but other people see your value. I have a friend who had told me the other day, he said, if you charge nothing, people will come because it's free. And they won't see the value in what you're creating, offering, right? If you charge $100, those same people who came to you for free, who never saw your value, will only pay the $100 if they think that you are worthy of that. Those who don't never thought that you were worthy of that anyway, because they will bitch and complain about the price that you have put onto something, but not complain if you are offering it for free. So those who recognize and see your value will pay the $100, will pay the $200, will pay the $300, because they know your worth. They see what you put into what you're doing. Those who never have appreciated it and never will complain and bitch and go on and on and on about how I liked it better when it was free. Well, of course you did, you cheap bastard. Of course you did. Because they don't recognize, see, or understand your value, if that makes sense. So, and it's all about stepping into your power and strength, knowing your value, recognizing and knowing it. If you want a house, If you want to buy a house, if you want to buy a new car, if you want to travel, if you want to do things that you've always dreamed about doing, what's going to get you there? Giving something away or charging your value for it and creating a life of substance for yourself? So this is all about strategizing, right? Creating a plan. How do I go from giving my things away, right? My value away, to putting a price to where people will see my value but not see me as, so for instance, I'm a tarot reader. It's what I do. It's how I make my income. The majority of the readings that I do are free, and when they are paid readings, I don't charge anything over a specific amount, $60, I think. So an in-depth reading, which takes setup time, 45 minutes of my reading time, uploading, downloading, all of that, posting, all of that, is, I charge $45 for that. For a phone reading, if I'm talking to you over the phone, voice to voice or face to face on Zoom or something like that, it's $75, right? Again, this is about your time. And if there are people who don't see your time as valuable, then they are never going to appreciate what it is you're bringing to the table. So the majority of the readings that I do are for free, and I do offer specials and things like that. But more than not, it's people coming to me asking for a free reading. And when I say I only do free readings here and here, and all the rest, the in-between time I charge for those readings, it's either I'll wait until you do a free reading, or why don't you do free readings all the time? What you have is a gift, and you should be gifting your gift to others. Well, yes, it may be a gift, but it's also my time. It's also our time that we are extending here. Our time, our energy, our emotions, it's everything that we put into what we do, regardless of what your business is. So there needs to come a time for you, Sagittarius, to open the door to that value. Open the door to that value, and it's going to take courage and strength. I mean, I look at some of the things that people charge for readings, and I get anxious just looking at it, right? And I say to myself, oh my God, I just can't believe that someone would charge, $300 an hour for a reading, or $200 an hour for a reading. But they get people who recognize their value. They get people who recognize their gift and recognize their talent, and they pay for that. So it's all about what you're comfortable with, and it's all about strategizing and coming to a realization that you are never going to be where you want to be unless you recognize your value, and unless you put yourself in a position for other people to recognize that value as well. We have the telescope here, which is looking toward the future. We have the compass here that's helping you find your way. We have the key here to the knowledge that is within you. We have the quill here, which talks about journaling, writing. What's your relationship with money? What was your family's relationship with money? Are you trapped in this whole generational poverty mindset, which is why you don't have a very good relationship with money? Or does it freak you out to think about charging what it is that you're worth? Because it's not just the product that you make, it's the time that you put in it, it's the materials that you buy, it's the time that you put in it, it's everything that comes along with it. So there's going to be a moment where you have to step into your courage and say, okay, this is how much time I am giving. This is what it takes to create this. This is what I feel that I'm worth. And if other people don't feel that, that's okay. It's okay. But if there will be people out there who see your value, and they will come. So let's see what the tarot cards say. So our first tarot card is the King of Cups. And then we have the Two of Wands. So the King of Cups is kind of there. It's 11:11 on my clock right now. So the King of Cups is there to kind of say to you, look, you can you can do the work and have fun too. It doesn't have to be just work, work, work. There are things that you're desiring to create in your life, and the King of Cups understands that. But they're saying to you, it's not just about creating whatever this is, this business. It's not just about that. It's about having fun. It's about looking toward the future. It's about being in the moment. It's about living and celebrating the obstacles that you've overcome to get to where you desire to be. And Spirit is saying, plus, you have the whole world in the palm of your hands. You can manifest and achieve anything that you desire to just by stepping out of your own way and just by releasing any responsibility or obligation to feel a certain way because people expect you to feel that way, or do certain things because people expect you to do those things. You're under no responsibility or obligation to give yourself for free. You're under no responsibility or obligation to explain to people why you charge what you charge. You're under no responsibility or obligation to defend yourself every step of the way. If they don't like it, they don't have to follow you. If they don't like it, they don't have to request it. If they don't like it, they don't have to express their opinion. Right? They are expressing their opinion in hopes that you would feel guilty about what it is that you're doing so they can get something for free, or they can get something at a discounted price. Think about that. That's not someone who appreciates your worth. That's someone who is taking advantage of your energy, your time, and your talent. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So as you step through or into this door to value, or let this door to value be open, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is an ascension. It's an upgrade. You have dreams, you have wants and needs and desires, and it's okay to have all of that. And it's okay to want to live a life of abundance and prosperity. It's okay to want to own your own home. It's okay to want to be financially independent. It is okay. It is okay. And if people are riding your ass talking about how it's not okay, then those aren't the people that you want to be connected to your energy anyway. You want to attract people to you who recognize your value, who appreciate it, who understand it, and who won't complain or bitch about it. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about you being in a position of getting that dream home. You being in a position of reaching for the stars, you being in a position to do better health-wise, you being in a position to have what it is that you want, what it is that you desire. And you're creating this, look, the Strength card with the Angel of Strength. I mean, come on, seriously. So this card, I want to say, is about you navigating the energy here. It's about you navigating. See how we have this tornado, and this could be very chaotic, but she's navigating that. She's controlling it, and not just controlling it, she also has this lion at her side who feels in peaceful with her there. We have this lion who is protection, and this lion who is at peace, and she is the one protecting. So it is okay. It is okay for you to protect your energy. It is okay for you to protect your time. It is okay for you to protect your value, right? And don't let anyone browbeat you into otherwise. Look, now we got people doing shady shit, trying to sabotage you, trying to create some sort of complication or distraction in your life. Don't let people do that. Don't let people do that. We have the Four of Wands, which is celebration and happiness, and we have the Ace of Swords. So the Four of Wands is stability and balance. The Four of Wands is a celebration. You are creating such a monumental change in your life in the month of October. As long as you're not distracted by the people who are going to try to manipulate you or try to sabotage you, distract you, cheat, steal. This is a person who, you know, with that blue cloak that they're wearing, it almost feels like they're a person who wants to speak their truth, but they're just so slimy and shady, it doesn't feel like they are able to express what they need to say. They could be jealous. They could be envious of what you are creating here in such a short amount of time. Stability, balance, happiness. You've stepped into your power. You've stepped into your creativity, your intuition, and your connection with spirit and source. And this is all you. This is you celebrating celebrating your success. This is you celebrating your, I mean, you've been at this a long time. You've been at this a long time, and you've given and you've given and you've given and you've given, and so much so trained people to expect, right? And now it's time for you to shift gears and change. We're not giving anymore. We're not sacrificing our value anymore. We're not sacrificing our wants, needs, dreams, and desires anymore. So the Ace of Swords, the past is behind you now. All of that shit is behind you. The Ace of Swords reminds me of He-Man, and I know I say this all the time when I see this, but He-Man was a cartoon back in the day, and he raised his sword up to the heavens when he needed strength and courage to go fight the bad guy. Who is the bad guy? Anyway, the Skeletor. Skeletor was the bad guy. And so this is you kind of strategizing on how do I create this for myself? How do I create this time of value and success? How do I find the courage to step into my own strength and do what I have to do for me, for me? And it's not just ideas, it's expressing those ideas. It's being verbal with those ideas. And it's putting them to, this is such a gift from spirit, such a gift from spirit. And it's spirit who is wanting you to be vocal about your dreams and desires, and to be vocal about your value, and to be vocal about how to strategize and make plans for that future self. Look at this. Another, oh my God, get out. The Three of Cups. The Sun. If that last card isn't the moon, I'm going to die. It's even better, because now that you're in this time of success, now that you're in this time of celebrating, look, there are times when we feel that our past has significant control over our future and present moment, right? And it's time for us to release that hold that the past has on us. It is time to release that poverty mindset, that not just that poverty mindset, but that generational poverty curse. It is time that we recognize our value, open the doors to that, strategize on how we can manifest the things we desire to manifest in our present moment and for our future, right? And there will be people who will be envious and jealous, but my gosh, there's so much celebration here with the Sun, the Three of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So much celebration here. It is time to not just open the door and recognize your value. It's also time to start living life, my beautiful Sagittarians. It's time to start living life. It's time to start loving life. It's time to start looking for that new home. It's time to start bettering your health. It's time to start looking for that new romance. It's time to start writing that book, journaling. It's time to really start getting out of that comfort zone, that complacency and comfortability. And when it's all said and done, you're able to help those who have been able to help you along the way. I want to cry. I won't cry. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. You'll be able to help those who have helped you along the way. This is going to be a chapter of your life that is going to be exciting, energetic, fun, independent. It is going to be a chapter of your life that it's going to be filled with fertility and wisdom and change. And the Sun is kind of like that childlike innocence and excitement, kind of like when you were a kid, you thought that you were able to do everything and anything. This is what the month of October is going to be for you. Please be receptive. Please be open. Be receptive to what's going on. You deserve this in so many ways. So many ways. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we have closure. Yes, remember what I said. Bringing closure to that generational poverty mindset, bringing closure to that lack mindset, bringing closure to that poverty mindset, bringing closure to that insecure and doubt mindset, bringing closure to that I am not worthy mindset. Find something that inspires you. What inspires you? What I do. Reading tarot inspires me. It gives me hope and faith, and it ignites a spark inside of me that is never, ever extinguished, regardless of how small the spark gets. Never extinguished. So let's see. One more card from the Spellcaster Oracle. Ooh, there's going to be animals involved. I love it. And if you look at all these cards, there's animals everywhere. I mean, there's a dolphin in one, there's a cat there, there's fish and cats here, there's cats here, there's dogs and cats there, there's lions there. So whatever animal speaks to you, right? Be it dogs, be it cats, be it owls. For me, it's dragonflies. Dragonflies. We go way back. Me and dragonflies. So focus on the animals that bring you, that offer you strength and courage. Dragonflies and dragons for me. Even though I want to own a bear, a baby bear, and all the other wildlife creatures in the forest, for me, it's dragons and dragonflies. So focus on what gives you strength and what gives you courage. Focus on what lifts you up. Focus on what helps you extend or expand your thought process. Start journaling. Start strategizing. How do I do this? How do I create this business? How do I step into my value in regards to charging more money for what I do? How do I know how much I should be charging? Do research on what other people create. If there is something similar to what other people create, do a lot of research, find that middle ground, and write that down, and then do your own calculations, right? Write that down. What are you worth a minute? I've been on here 22 minutes and 39 seconds. What am I worth a minute? Right? Right now you're getting this for free, but if I was to do this reading for you personally, what would be fair? So that's something that you have to ask. Not all of those cards, Spirit. We talked about that last night. 3 cards, please. 1, thank you. Nurturing. Change me, divine beloved, into one who accepts my body exactly how it is, seeing it as a vessel for your love. Fill me with gratitude for this physical form, and let me nurture and care for myself in every way. We talked about health here, good health. Good health. So you can, good health, start taking care of your physical self. So when all of this prosperity starts coming in and the celebratory times are ready to rock and roll, that you are able to be in this position of celebrating, and not just celebrating by self, but celebrating with others, celebrating with others, celebrating with others, celebrating with others. One at a time, please. Thank you. So we have eternity. Change me, divine beloved, into one who understands the true meaning of death. Remove my fear of dying and open my vision to the external. May all transitions lead me into ever-deepening union with you. Yeah, because this is kind of like a death, isn't it? Transformations are like a death. That is that part of us that we have held onto for quite some time, that we've become completely comfortable with it, and now that part of us is dying, and it is time for a renewal, a rebirth. Heart, change me, divine beloved, into one who allows love to lead my life. May I offer myself completely to the highest, so all may occur as needed. Grant me peace and contentment wherever I am. Use me for the greatest good. And we talked about the animals here. We have a tiger here. We have a bird. I know this bird is an exact bird, but I don't know the name of the exact bird, but it's a bird. Intuition. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer all major decisions to you. Let me trust you always, guiding me in the right direction. May I always remember that if something isn't meant to be, out of no way, spirit finds a way. So using your intuition, and if it doesn't feel right, then don't do it. If it feels right, and you know it feels right because it's like in the intuition area in your stomach, down there in your plexus area, your sacral and solar plexus, you'll feel it there. Right, you'll feel it there. Ask spirit to bring you the answers that you're looking for in a dream or in a conversation or in music, and be receptive to listening. Know your worth. This reading is about knowing your worth. This reading is about living your life. This reading is about you stepping into your true worth and allowing other people to see that true worth, regardless if they agree with it or not. Regardless, it is not your responsibility to change for others. It is your responsibility to live a life of awakenedness, to live a life of receptivity, to live a life of nurturing, to live a life of awakenedness. I said that already, but I'm going to say it again because I felt like it. It is not your responsibility to dumb it down so people can get what they want from you. Rise up. Rise up. Know that you're divinely guided in love, Sagittarius. Talk soon.